Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I just got finished watching the 2011 film Oregonian, or it could be Oregonian, which is also a newspaper in Oregon. And the movie stars this blonde woman who gets into a car accident and goes on this strange adventure after the car accident. But because everything is so warped and weird, you don't know whether the car accident is real, what she's going through is real. Maybe she's in hell or purgatory. You have no idea. There is one thing that happens during the film that sort of gives me an inkling of what's going on, but it may just be a red herring. This movie recently got a Blu-ray release from OCN, which is a Vinegar Syndrome partner label. The cover looked very interesting. It has a sort of Kermit the Frog look-alike on the cover, all disheveled, standing there with, like, I think blood around him. And I was like, what the hell is this? It happens to be streaming on Canopy with a K, which is a library-backed streaming service that lets you watch up to 10 movies a month, and it's a lot of indie, weird horror stuff, so it's right up my alley. I didn't love the film because it's sort of nonsensical in some way. She's going on, I guess, this adventure or this quest to try and figure out what's happening to her. But there's not much speaking, and there's really not much to show you what's actually happening. So it's sort of just set piece to set piece. She leaves the car accident covered in blood, starts walking, runs into this old weird woman who stares at her, then runs into Kermit the Frog, then runs into this guy who starts taking a leak on the side of the road and then starts pissing oil and blood, then runs into these people in a caravan and with Kermit the Frog, and there's this weird guy with bandages all over his face who looks kind of like the cover of Attic Expeditions, or perhaps one of those characters from was it Soul Calibur? There was a fighting game with a guy with bandages all over his face. It might have been Soul Calibur, I don't remember. And it's sort of set piece after set piece. The people in the caravan and her go out into the desert and start drinking and dancing and shooting things and throwing bottles at rocks, and there's just a bunch of nothing sort of happening. And the worst part of the film is the noise. There's quite a few instances where there's these loud noises, ringing, screaming, beeping, just over and over, and they made it so loud that and repetitive for so long that it starts to grate on you. So I don't know if it's supposed to be one of those movies that, like, the woman's dying or going crazy or going through purgatory, and she's, hearing all this stuff, and to get you in the mood, it's doing the same thing to you by just wearing on your senses. It's an interesting film. If you like things with maybe deeper meanings that you can rewatch, David Lynch type stuff, I would recommend watching it on Canopy for free. I would not recommend buying it. I think most people will hate this movie and it will piss them off. I didn't hate it, but it was just a little pretentious and just way too much audio garbage bothering you throughout the film. Some of the characters seemed interesting. Some of the settings were sort of like, oh, what's she doing here? And why is this person mutilating her? Things of that nature. But so there's definitely like hidden meanings and subconscious meanings that the director may have put into this that mean something to them, but will mean nothing to most people watching it. I really can't recommend it to most, but if you just like weird out there movies that don't make a ton of sense and you want to break them apart and don't mind all the noise pollution, I guess check it out on Canopy. But this is mostly getting negative reviews, and I can kind of see why. So there's my 2 cents of the Oregonian, and let me know, guys, if you've seen it. I'm curious. Thank you guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.